I welcome you to PVK classes. I am Prakash V. Kulkarni. I have been teaching English grammar for the last 35 years. Now, recently, I came to know that there is a recruitment for assistant professor post. And those who are taking this exam, they have to write Kannada and English as compulsory subjects apart from their own subject. Now, in this episode, I would like to help you to teach English grammar so that you can score well with confidence. Now, already you have studied English. It is not new to you, but many students or lecturers have studied in their mother tongue, particularly in Kannada. Those who have come from commerce, arts section, generally they have studied in Kannada medium. And there is a big gap between your learning and this test. So, in order to make it very simple and make it easy to you, I am going to teach English subject only through series of episodes. Therefore, you are requested to study each one in detail. If any doubts you have, you are welcome to ask me either in person or through WhatsApp. Okay, what are you going to study in this English grammar? Now, I have taken 2016 English paper as the base paper. Now, it is a 2 hours time test and maximum marks is 100, and you have to score at least 35 marks in English exam. Now, please remember, scoring 35 marks, it is very easy provided you study this English material very clearly. Now, according to 2016 English question paper, they have divided into A, B, C, D, 4 sections. So, accordingly, the topics covered under A, B, C, D I have covered. Now, in the first part, there are questions like this. Fill in the blanks with appropriate tense form of the verb given in brackets. So, in the brackets, verbs are given and appropriate form you have to write. The second question is fill in the blanks choosing the right form of the verb that agrees with the subject. That is called subject verb agreement chapter. And in the third question, they have asked you correction of sentences. Now, please note that to know the correction of sentences, every part of speech one should be thorough with. And then you have rewrite as directed question. Under that, there are varieties of questions. Then you have what? Idioms and their meanings you have to match. Then you have to write the collective nouns. Then you have to use negative prefixes. So, likewise, there are different items of questions in this test. Now, I am going to start with the first one, that is fill in the blanks with appropriate tense form of the verb given in brackets. Now, let me start my class. Kindly make use of these classes very much for your promotional test. Now, English grammar for assistant professor post exam. The topic covered under this episode is fill in the blanks with appropriate tense form of the verb given in brackets. Now try to understand the questions very clearly. Now appropriate tense. What do you mean by tense? Please note that tense is referred to time. So when I ask you what is the time now, you will see your watch or clock and tell the time. Similarly, in any sentence, to tell the tense of a sentence, verb is most important. So tense is a form of the verb. So there are different forms of verbs in English. So therefore, to begin with, let us learn the different tenses. Generally, it is asked for 3 marks. Now, to begin with, I have introduced tenses. The first one is simple present tense. In bracket, I have given 2 examples. Now, do, does, rise, rises. What is the difference between do and does in English grammar? Now, please remember, do is a plural verb, does is a singular verb. Similarly, rise, R-I-S-E, rise. So, it is a plural verb, rises, it is a singular verb. Then, when to use, when a verb is given in bracket, in what tense I must reply, we should know. So, here you have got time expressions. In Kannada, we say ಕಾಲ ಸೂಚಕಗಳು. ಇವುಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ನಾವು ಕಾಲದ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವರ್ಬ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಲ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಟೈಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್, ಯೂಶುವಲಿ, sometimes, every day, on Sundays, or regularly, like that. Now, if these words are there, you can think of simple present tense. Now, where do we use simple present tense? Now, the first point is universal truth. Universal truth means ತ್ರಿಕಾಲ ಸತ್ಯ. ತ್ರಿಕಾಲ ಸತ್ಯ ಅಂದರೆ ಭೂತಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಸತ್ಯ, ವರ್ತಮಾನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ, ಭವಿಷ್ಯತ್ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ, 3 ಕಾಲಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸತ್ಯ ಇದ್ದರೆ we have to use always simple present tense. Now see here, the first point, the universal truth. The sun rises in the east and sets in west. Now in bracket they have given R-I-S-E, rise. Please remember, in bracket always plural form of the verb is given. Now rise is a plural verb. ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಬಹುವಚನದ ರೂಪದ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಯು ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ನೋಟ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಐ, ವಿ, ಯು, they, we use plural verb, whereas he, she, it, we use singular verb. Here sun means it, therefore the sun rises in the east. So the correct form of the verb is rises. Second, earth rotates around the sun. So every day it is true. Again, earth means it, therefore singular verb, rotates. Now this is how the correct form of the verb we have to write. Coming to general truth. Now idu nitya satya, general truth. See here, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Now water Water means it. Therefore, in bracket they have given boil. The correct form of the verb is boils. Water boils. That means it boils. Now fish live in water. So please remember, fish is both singular and plural, both are same. But here fish is taken as a plural one. Therefore, live, the correct form of the verb is live only. So we should check the noun, whether noun is singular or plural. If it is singular, we have to use singular verb, plural, plural verb. Now, let's go to usage of simple present tense. Scientific principles, ವೈಜ್ಞಾನಿಕ ತತ್ವಗಳು. All sentences in science subject, they are related to scientific principles. So therefore, they are always in present tense. Now all things on the earth are subjected to gravitation. Now here be verb, it is referred to are, and this is related to subjected. Please remember, am is are followed by past participle, it is called passive voice. So all things are subjected to gravitation. The correct form of be subject is are subjected. The sun's rays heat atmosphere. Now sun's rays, rays plural is there, therefore heat is plural. Then we use simple present tense for repeated actions. ಪ್ರತಿನಿತ್ಯದ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು simple present tense ಅಂದರೆ first form of the verb. Now please remember, any action verb has 5 forms: drink, drank, drunk, drinking, to drink; play, played, played, playing, to play. So the first form of the verb is taken as simple present tense. So here, I always come to school by car. The word always indicates repeated action. Therefore, come, came, come, coming, to come, come. And I play football on Saturdays. That means every Saturdays. Repeated actions. Therefore, play is the correct form of the verb. Coming to instructions, third one. So, Suchanagal, please take a seat. So, it is a request. Now, please take. So, take is the verb here. And don't talk. So, this is order. In instructions, we use simple present tense. Turn left and go straight on. So, when somebody is asking any direction, we are telling like this. Therefore, turn and go are two simple present tense verbs. After studying simple present tense, we are going to study about present continuous tense. So what do you mean by continuous? How to identify continuous tense? First of all, tense means it is a form of the verb. Tense ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದದ ಒಂದು ರೂಪ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ am, is, are, they are called helping verbs, and ing, it is a fourth form of the verb. Where ing verb is there, it indicates action is going on. Now I am speaking, you are listening. Now see here, come, came, come, coming. Fourth one is coming. Eat, ate, eaten, eating. Okay, play, played, played, playing. So fourth form of the verb is called present participle or ing verb. So I am coming, he is coming, they are coming. So am, is, are verbs are followed by ing. This you can think of present continuous tense. Now, where do we use? It is used to show an activity that is going on. An activity is going on. ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಹೌ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ in the examination? Now, time expression is most important. If these words are there, at the moment, now at the moment I am speaking to you. Now, a baby is crying now. Now, we are going to play today. So, this morning and this week. So, these words will indicate present continuous tense. Here I have given 4 examples. Please note, my mother is making chapati now. The word now is there, therefore we have to use present continuous. And Tara is talking with her friend. She is talking. In bracket they give only talk. We are going on holiday tomorrow. So in bracket go is there. Correct form of the verb is are going. And fourth one is they are watching TV now. In bracket watch is given. You have to write are watching. Okay, this way present continuous tense is used. And coming to present perfect continuous tense. How to identify present? This is most important. Have been, has been plus ing. ಬಹಳ ಸಮಯದಿಂದ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ usages. For an hour, for a day, for a week, for a month, for a year, for many years. If it is for, it indicates a duration of time or period of time, whereas since 8 a.m., exact time, since this morning, since Monday, since 10th, day, date, month, year, they take since. They indicate exact time. That is point of time. Now here are the examples. In exam they give like this. They spend time. So this will be the blank. You have to write the correct form of the verb. By seeing this, since this morning, this is the time indicator. By seeing this, you have to write have been spending. That is a clue to you. Second sentence. They have been walking for an hour. See, for an hour. 1 ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದ ನಡೀತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Ravi has been feeling well since yesterday. Now please remember, for and since are very, very important expressions in this tense. And Rajesh has been working here for 10 years. 10 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಅವ್ರು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. So this way we use present perfect continuous tense. Please remember, perfect continuous tense. Okay. So far we have studied simple present tense. Second one is present continuous tense. Third one is present perfect continuous tense. And now we are in the last tense of present tense. That is present perfect tense. Where do we use present perfect tense? ನಾವು ಈ ಕಾಲವನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ನಡೆದಂತಹ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಮುಗಿಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ದ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಸಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಗೋ that has been ended now. To indicate completed action in present situation, we use present perfect tense. Then how to identify present perfect tense? Now, have or has plus past participle. Now, please remember, have, has, they are the helping verbs, and past participle is the main verb. Now, time expressions are very, very important to write the correct tense form of the verb. Either for will be used or since will be used. For is used for amount of time and since is used for point of time. Apart from this, for and since, so already, recently, lately, just now, ever, never, so far, not yet. If these words are there, actually they are adverbs. If these words are there in a sentence, you have to select present perfect tense in your question. So now examples of this you can see here. Put the verbs into present perfect tense. Now see the first sentence here. They spend time since this morning. Now this is the indicator. Since this morning is there, therefore they have spent. So the correct form of the verb is have spent. They have walked every morning. So here in bracket they have given walk. The correct form is have walked. And in the third sentence, Ravi has felt well since yesterday. In bracket, feel is there. Feel, felt, felt. So always we use third form of the verb given in bracket. And in the last one, Rajesh has worked here for 10 years. So this is also third form of the verb, main verb. And has is a helping verb. So work, work, work. So this way, present perfect tense is used to indicate the action is completed. Now, so far you have studied only present tenses. In present tense, there are four: simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous tense, and present perfect. And in this episode, we are going to study about past tenses. In past tense also there are four. Now generally when I ask students how many tenses are there, they say only three: present, past, future. Please remember, in each one there are four. Now we are going to study about four tenses in the past tense. Now, see here, we are going to study about simple past tense. So when do we use simple past tense? It is used to talk about finished action. You think that now the time is 12 noon, so 11 o'clock is past tense, 10 o'clock is past tense, morning 8 o'clock is past. That is finished action with finished time is expressed by simple past tense. Now, what are the time expressions? Please remember, time expressions are adverbs actually. Now, ago, when the word ago is there, definitely simple past tense we have to use. Formerly, formerly and ಈ ಮೊದಲು. In 2002, yesterday, last week, last month, last year, or in 2001. So they indicate finished time and naturally actions are finished. Now put the verbs into past tense. Now please remember, in all the four sentences, verbs are given in bracket. They are always in present tense. Meet, meet, met, met, meeting to meet, meet, met. So simple past tense means it is second form of the verb is used. Now see here, see, saw, play, played, past tense. Did, do, did is past tense. So this is how you can identify simple past tense. And I met my friend in 2015. In 2015 is there and met is there. So indicates past tense. We did not go to Konark last month. See, last month is a past tense. Therefore, Did, negative sentence, did not go. In this did not go, did tells the tense. Did not go ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದದಲ್ಲಿ did ಭೂತಕಾಲವನ್ನು ಸೂಚಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಗೋ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಗೋ ನೋಡಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ಬೇಡಿ. My brothers came home last night. Came ನೋಡಿ come, came. Second form of the verb is used. Last month. We ate breakfast. ನೋಡಿ in bracket eat is there. Eat, ate. Ate is a past tense an hour ago. So these are the examples of simple past tense. Now let's go to past continuous tense. Past continuous means in the past action was going on at specific time. So past continuous tense ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. And word ing indicates action is going on. Now, how to identify past continuous tense? Was, were, ing. He, she, it was. I was going. We were going. You were going. They were going. And it is used for an action that was taking place in the past. ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Now time expressions are yesterday at 5:20, yesterday at 3 o'clock, etc. So we have to indicate specific time. ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ಸಮಯವನ್ನು ಸೂಚಿಸಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Now here are the examples. You can study them. Now please remember in main verbs are all ing. So ing verb indicates action is going on. ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ನಡೀತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. The teacher was teaching English at 10 a.m. So 10 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಟೀಚರ್ ಬೋಧಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದರು. The train was moving at 8 a.m. So was moving. The train means it was. They were watching TV program at 3 p.m. So they were watching. He was issuing the tickets in the bus. So here the verbs in the red color indicates the correct tense form of the verb given in bracket. And coming to past perfect continuous tense or progressive tense. So how to identify had been plus ing verb? I had been, we had been. You had been, you had been. He had been, she had been, it had been, they had been. So all had been plus ing verb indicates action. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ ಸಮಯದಿಂದ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. Now the past perfect continuous refers to one event that was happening before the past. ಭೂತಕಾಲಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲೇ ನಡೀತಿರ್ತದೆ. So it indicates always first action in the past. And what are the time expressions? For 2 hours, 2 ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದ. For 2 days, 2 ದಿನದಿಂದ. For a month, 1 ತಿಂಗಳಿನಿಂದ. Or since Monday, Tuesday. This way, time expressions are used. Now you study the past perfect continuous tense examples. The first one, the postman had been delivering letters when I saw him. ನಾನು ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ಮನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್. ನೀವು ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲೇ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ಮನ್ 1 ಗಂಟೆ 2 ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದ ಲೆಟರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ದ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ಮನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಬೀನ್ ಡೆಲಿವರಿಂಗ್. ಇನ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ದೇ ಗಿವ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಡೆಲಿವರ್, but you have to write the correct form of the verb had been delivering. When the teacher entered the class, the students had been writing the test. ಟೀಚರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆದಾಗ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲೇ ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದ 1 ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೀತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್, ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಬೀನ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್. ಎಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್. ಶಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಬೀನ್ ಕುಕಿಂಗ್ ಫುಡ್ ವೆನ್ ಹರ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಅರೈವ್ಡ್ ಹೋಮ್. ಅವಳು ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವಳು ಫುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ಅಡಿಗೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಲೇ ಇದ್ದಳು. So had been cooking. So this is the first action and arrived is the second action. And last sentence, fourth one, my sister had been teaching me English at home when my classmate came. ನನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೇಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ನನಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಕಲಿಸುತ್ತಲೇ ಇದ್ದಳು. So had been teaching, this is the first action and this is the second action. So always had been plus ing is the first action and simple past is second action. This way we have to identify the correct tense form of the verb. Now coming to past perfect. Past perfect ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ in the past action was completed. So once again you remember, if there are two actions, the first out of two persons actions, the first person's action is expressed by past perfect tense. ಇಬ್ಬರು ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳು ಭೂತಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಿರ್ತವೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಎರಡನೇ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೈ ಸ್ಟಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಟು ಯು. ನೌ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ, once, twice, thrice, etc. by the time. Now, see here, when we reached home, the dinner had begun. ನೋಡಿ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಗಿನ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವರ್ಬ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಬಿಗನ್. ನಾವು ಮನೆಯನ್ನು ಮುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗ ಆಗಲೇ ಊಟ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವಾಗಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಿತು. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಬಿಗನ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ and simple past is second action. The train had left when I reached the railway station. ನಾನು ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ರೀಚ್ ಆದಾಗ ಟ್ರೇನು ಹೊರಟು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಿತು. ಸೊ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್. ರಮೇಶ್ ರೋಟ್ ಟು ಹಿಸ್ ಫಾದರ್ ವೆನ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಟ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಮನಿ. ರಮೇಶ್ ತನ್ನ ತಂದೆಗೆ ಪತ್ರ ಬರೆದ ಯಾವಾಗ? ತನ್ನ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಇರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ ಮೇಲೆ. ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೋಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್. And in the last sentence you see, the author had published novels before he retired. ಅವರು ರಿಟೈರ್ಡ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲೇ ಅವರು ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಕಟಗೊಳಿಸಿದರು. had published. Therefore, when there are two actions in the past tense, first action is always expressed by past perfect tense. If there is only one action by one person or many actions by one person, we use simple past tense. Now try to note, this is how you have to write the correct tense form of the verb in the examination. And with this, let me conclude. Past tenses, in present tense there are 4 and in past tense there are 4. Similarly, we have 4 tenses in future. Now, really speaking, there is no future tense in modern English grammar. Only present and past tenses are there. Then these future tenses are referred to as future time reference. Whereas in traditional English grammar, there was a future tense. Now, how to identify simple future tense? Now, please remember, I shall, we shall, you will, he will, she will, it will, they will. So, this way, now shall and will, with I and we generally use shall. With I and we, generally we use shall. Whereas with other pronouns we use will. Okay, now this is followed by present tense verb or base verb. For example, I will go, I will come, I will discuss, like that. Now, simple future, how to use? Simple future refers to a time later than now. So you think that now the time is 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock is treated as future, evening 5 o'clock is treated as future tense, night 10 o'clock is treated as future tense, and it expresses either the facts or certainty. Now, they will give you to fill up right form of the verb, correct tense form of the verb in the examination. Here are the 4 examples you can. Now in bracket they have given B here in the first sentence. Kavita be 1 year old tomorrow. So here they give the blank. So the correct form of the verb we have to fill up is will be. Kavita will be 1 year old tomorrow. In the second sentence, many people attend at the party at 11 a.m. tomorrow. So the correct form of the verb is will attend. In the third sentence, Hema dash have much fun shortly. So shortly indicates future tense and Hema will have so much fun shortly. And in the fourth sentence, she dash me next week. So she will meet. Now meet is a verb and correct form is she will meet me next week. So these are the examples of simple future or future simple tenses. Now coming to future continuous. Please remember in all the tenses, continuous means action is going on. ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಈಗ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ನಾಳೆ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿರುತ್ತದೆ. So this way to indicate action is going on we use ing form of the verb, that is fourth form of the verb. Now future continuous tense, it is also known as progressive tense. How to identify shall be and will be plus ing. I shall be, we shall be, you will be, you will be, he will be, she will be, it will be, they will be plus ing verb. Now, how to use? The future continuous refers to an unfinished action in future. Unfinished action. Tomorrow I will be teaching at 1 o'clock. That means action is going on, it is not finished. So, what are the time expressions to identify? Please remember in the examination when you fill up correct tense form of the verb, time expressions are very, very important. Now, this time tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, tomorrow, Monday at 8 o'clock, in 2 weeks' time, or in 2 months, or in 2 years' time. So, these are the time expressions. Basing on this, you have to supply the correct tense form of the verb in exam. Now, let us study 2 examples here. Put the verbs into future continuous tense. Now, Shankar write at the school. So, here the correct form of the tense form of the verb is will be writing. So, here it is not given, but time is understood at 10 a.m., at 11 a.m. Mary will be speaking with Shankar. So, will be speaking with Shankar maybe after 10 minutes, like that. So, shall be, will be, ing is a future continuous action. Now, the third one is future perfect continuous tense. That means action will be going on for a longer duration of time in future. ನಾಳೆ ಮುಂಜಾನೆ 11 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಸಮಯದಿಂದ ನಾನು ಆಟ ಆಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀನಿ. So you want to express longer duration of time. So it refers to unfinished action that is going on for a long time in future. Now time expressions by 8 p.m., by Monday, by the time somebody arrives, like that. These are the time expressions. So you can supply correct tense form of the verb only by studying time expressions very clearly in each tense. Now here are the examples for you. Put the verbs into future perfect continuous tense. Please remember, in future perfect continuous tense, oh, it is missing here. Please see here. Been is missing here. Shall, will have been plus ing verb. Now example, I will have been writing or waiting here for 3 hours by 6 o'clock. ಸೊ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ 6 ಗಂಟೆ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ನಾನು 3 ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದ ಕಾಯ್ತಿರ್ತೀನಿ. I will have been waiting. Okay. Then by 2024, I will have been living in Ballari for 16 years. 2024ನೇ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ 16 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ವಾಸಿಸುತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. So when I finish this course, I will have been learning English for 10 years. 10 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ನಾನು ಕಲಿತಿರ್ತೀನಿ ಈ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಮುಗಿಸೋ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ. So that means shall have been, will have been plus ing verb is used for future perfect continuous tense. Coming to future perfect tense, please remember perfect tense means action is completed. Action is completed in future. Now I want to tell you, ನಾಳೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 8 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ನಾನು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ತಿಂದು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀನಿ. Tomorrow I shall have eaten breakfast at 8 o'clock. So completed action in future. Okay. So future perfect tense, it refers to completed action in future. And time expressions are by Monday, by the time, by 5 o'clock. Like that we use time expressions. Now here are the 4 examples. Now please remember, shall have and will have are followed by V3 verb, main verb V3. It is called past participle. So that means the verb given in the bracket should be changed into V3 and it is preceded by will have or shall have. So they will have written a test by next 1 hour. ಮುಂದಿನ 1 ಗಂಟೆ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಅವರು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರೆದು ಮುಗಿಸಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. They will have written. Geeta will have prepared chapati by 1 p.m. 1 ಗಂಟೆ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಗೀತಾ ಚಪಾತಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಗಿಸಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತಾಳೆ. Geeta will have prepared. Manasa will have typed 10 letters by 5 p.m. today. ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ 5 ಗಂಟೆ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಅವಳು 10 letters ಅನ್ನು ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಗಿಸಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತಾಳೆ. That is, action is completed in the future reference time. And fourth one is, he will have washed. He will have washed clothes by next week. ಮುಂದಿನ ವಾರದ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಅವನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಟ್ಟೆಗಳನ್ನು ವಾಶ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾನೆ. So this way, if you want to express completed action in future, we use future perfect tense. Now please remember, correct usage and time expressions in each tense are very, very important for this exercise. Now we are coming to the real problem. How the questions are asked, how we should solve in the examination. Now, let us solve some exercises so that it will be clear to you how to solve in the examination. Now, to begin with, exercise 1. The title will be generally like this. Fill in the blanks with appropriate tense form. So, this is very, very important. Appropriate tense form of the verb given in brackets. Now, please note that given in brackets. So, here the word travel, it is given in bracket and it is a present tense verb. Always in the bracket they give present tense verb. That is the first form of the verb. First form means travel, traveled, traveled, traveling, to travel. So which form of the verb we should use out of 5? ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ವರ್ತಮಾನ ಕಾಲದ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದವನ್ನೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಕಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಲಪ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಯಾವ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದದ ರೂಪವನ್ನು ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ತಿಳಿದುಕೊಂಡು ಬರೀಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೀಡ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲಿ. ವಾಕ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಾಳಜಿಯಿಂದ ಓದ್ರಿ, ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಓದ್ರಿ. Now let us come to the first sentence. The first sentence. We had an opportunity to visit Australia. We dash travel in a big ship. So when you read a sentence like this, now whether we should write travel in present tense or past tense, we have to decide. Then how to decide? Now always there will be a clue. Now had is there. Had is a past tense verb. So the general rule in English is, according to sequence of tense rules, present tense is followed by present tense verb and past tense verb is followed by past tense verb. Here had is a past tense. So therefore, when it is a past tense verb, compulsory here it must be past tense. So therefore, it is traveled. So traveled is the correct form of the verb. We had an opportunity to visit Australia. We traveled in a big ship. Coming to second sentence. His hopes dash be fulfilled much earlier than he had expected. Now please remember, this is very, very important. What do you mean by be? So be present tense verbs are am, is, are. So these are present tense verb, be verb. Whereas be past tense are was and were are past tense verb. So first we should be very clear. So whether they have asked us to fill up be present tense verb or be past tense verb, then how do you identify which verb I must select? His hopes dash fulfilled much earlier than he had expected. Now had expected, had is there, had is already past tense. Therefore, we should go for past tense be verb. Now whether was is singular and where is plural. Now which one we should select? Was or were? Now please remember, here the subject. Subject means in Kannada kartrupada. So here his hopes, it is a plural. Therefore, plural verb must be used. His hopes were fulfilled much earlier than he had expected. So the correct answer or tense form of the verb is were, W-E-R-E. Coming to third sentence, he waited for his friend until he dash. I am telling you again and again, you please go through the sentence, try to read 2 times, and in the third sentence, he waited. Waited is a past tense, waited. Now please remember, out of 5 forms of verbs, first one is always permanently present tense, second one is past tense, and these 3, they do not have any tense in English. 3, 4, 5 ಈ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದಗಳಿಗೆ ಕಾಲಗಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವು ವರ್ತಮಾನ ಕಾಲನೂ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಭೂತಕಾಲನೂ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಭವಿಷ್ಯತ್ ಕಾಲನೂ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 2. So this is simple present and second one is simple past. So here waited, second is there. Waited, second form. It is past tense. Therefore, the second here until he came. So this is also past tense. Okay. Coming to fourth one. It is true that scientific method of farming dash increase the yield, but it dash man away from nature. Now, the first basic thing is whether we have to supply present tense or past tense verb. ನಾವು ವರ್ತಮಾನ ಕಾಲದ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದವನ್ನು ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಭೂತಕಾಲದ್ದು ಇರೋದೇ ಎರಡು ಕಾಲ, ವರ್ತಮಾನ ಭೂತಕಾಲ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ನಾವು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ರೂ, ನಮಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ಲೂ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಈಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಬ್, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಈಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಬ್ is there, therefore it is followed by it is true that scientific method of farming increases. ನೋಡಿ, increases, it is a present tense singular. Any verb that ends with s is singular. ಯಾವುದೇ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದವು ಎಸ್ ನಿಂದ ಕೊನೆಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದು ಏಕವಚನದ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದ. ಇದನ್ನು ಮರಿಬೇಡಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಈಸ್, ವಾಸ್, ಹ್ಯಾಸ್, ಡಸ್, ಕಮ್ಸ್. So they are all singular verbs. Now here, because is present tense verb, therefore it is also present tense verb. The yield, but it takes man. ನೋಡಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್. ಹಿ ಶಿ ಇಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ವರ್ಬಕ್ಕೆ ಎಸ್ ಹಚ್ಚಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್. So this is a V1, present tense verb, but singular verb. Fifth sentence, let us go. Our ancestors dash eat healthy food. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು? ನಮ್ಮ ಪೂರ್ವಿಕರು. ಪೂರ್ವಿಕರು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ಭೂತಕಾಲ. Therefore, our ancestors ate. So we should use past tense verb. Eat, ate. First one is present tense, ate is past tense. Because ancestors indicate past tense, therefore correct form of the verb is ate. Now let's go to the next one. Exercise 2. So write the appropriate tense form of the verb given in brackets. The students dash have decided to go on a strike. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡಿಸೈಡೆಡ್. ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್ ವರ್ಬ್, ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಸಿಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ವರ್ಬ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಇದು ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್ ವರ್ಬೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಇದ್ರೆ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತಿದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಅನಿತಾ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ 12 novels. Now please remember, already you have studied present perfect tense ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ how to identify. have has ಮುಂದೆ V3 verb ಬರ್ತದೆ. So already has is there. It is a present perfect tense. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ V3 verb ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so the third form of write is written. So Anita has written 12 novels. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ 12 ನಾವೆಲ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಬರೆದು ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ Amit dash go to college regularly. In this, most important keyword is regularly. So regularly indicates repeated actions. Therefore, we use simple present tense. So goes. Amit goes to. Amit means he. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. He, she, it. ಅವುಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ಈಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ವರ್ಬ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಡಸ್, ಟೆಲ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಸ್ ಇಂದ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಅಮಿತ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹಿ ಗೋಸ್ ಟು ಕಾಲೇಜ್. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್. ವಿ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಹರ್ ಮ್ಯಾರೇಜ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್. ಸೊ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ವಾರ. ಅದು ಭವಿಷ್ಯತ್ ಕಾಲವನ್ನು ಸೂಚಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ವಿ ಶಾಲ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್. ಎನಿ ಒನ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ Generally, will is used more. So we shall attend or we will attend her marriage next week. Any one of the answers is correct. And the fifth sentence is Sima dash sing very sweetly yesterday. So yesterday indicates past tense. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಭೂತಕಾಲವನ್ನು ಸೂಚಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So this is in present tense, sing. So the now it is in present tense and the correct form of the verb is sing, sang. Sing, sang, sung. Sing, sang. Second form of the verb. So it is a past tense. Main verb in past tense indicates past. So this way we have to select the correct tense form of the verb and write. Coming to exercise 3. Now appropriate tense form of the verb given in brackets. A dancer dash offer prayers asking forgiveness to the earth goddess before she began the dance. Always you read the full sentence. Try to understand. Some clue will be there for you to fill up correct tense form. Here began antide. So begin, began. Second form of the verb ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ it is a simple past. ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲೂ past tense ಬರ್ತದೆ. A dancer offered prayers asking for forgiveness. So it is simple past tense. Second sentence, don't make noise. You dash be disturb me. So when a sentence starts with a person, don't make noise. It is an imperative sentence. Do is a present tense verb. Therefore, here I told you be means you are. When are is there, disturbing me. Present continuous. So don't make noise. You are disturbing me. So the correct tense form of the verb is are disturbing. It is a present continuous tense. Coming to third sentence. She dash play tennis every day. Every day means repeated actions. So ಪ್ರತಿ ದಿನದ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು simple present tense we use. Therefore she means she plays. She play ಅಂತ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ರಾಂಗ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೋಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ she ಸಿಂಗುಲರ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ plays ಸಿಂಗುಲರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. And fourth sentence, he has dash complete his homework. ನಾವು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ has ಇದೆ ಆಗಲೇ. In the previous exercise we studied, always have has, it is always followed by V3 verb or past participle. So it should be V3. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು V1 ಇದೆ. So the third form is he has completed his homework. And in the last sentence, he usually dash leave office at 5 p.m. The word usually indicates ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಅನ್ನೋ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. So the word usually indicates simple present tense. Therefore, he leaves office at 5 p.m. So this way you have to answer in the examination. And let's go to the next one. Exercise 4. Again appropriate tense form of the verb. The old man dash die of pneumonia last night. Now in the first sentence, try to identify time indicators very clearly. Now last night andre ninne ratri anta. Ninne ratri means past tense. Therefore, the old man died of pneumonia, a disease. Second one, I rushed to the cage, but the bird had already dashed, fly away. Today I rushed. It is a past tense. Had is there. When had is there, have table. Please note that have, has, had, will have. These are always followed by V3 verb. So here fly, flew, flown. So the third form is V3 because had is there. I rushed to the cage, but the bird had already flown away. Flown is the correct tense form of the verb. Coming to third sentence. Would you like some coffee? I just, I dash just dash made. Would you like some coffee? ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟನಾ? I have just made some. ಈಗಿನ್ನೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Please note it is MADE. I have just made. Make becomes made. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ V3 ವರ್ಬ್ ಯಾತಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ? ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮುಂದೆ V3 ಇದೆ. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ V3. I have just made some. Coming to fourth sentence, Raju dash break his leg last night. ನೋಡಿ last night indicates past tense. Finished action. Break, broke. Past tense. So Raju broke his leg last night. And coming to fifth sentence, if you hadn't warned us, ನೋಡಿ hadn't warned. Had is a past tense. We dash fall over the precipice. We, if you hadn't warned us, we would have fallen. We would have fallen over the precipice. Now, please remember, this sentence is called as if clause. Now, I take up separately in one of the classes about conditional clauses or if clauses. And here the correct form is would have fallen. If you hadn't warned us, we would have fallen over the precipice. So the correct form of the verb is would have fallen. Okay. And in exercise 5, correct tense form of the verb. You please practice more from the books. You will get a lot of information from the internet. He dash be very rude to me lately. So please remember, lately is the indication. So lately means it is a present perfect tense we have to use. Now, please note that he has been very rude to me lately. So this word lately indicates present perfect tense. So therefore it is has been. Have you ever seen shark? Last year he took, nodi last year anta ide. He took a snap of one. Take took. Now this is a V1 verb and here it is a past tense verb because last year indicates past tense. And third sentence, I dash ride a horse 2 years ago. 2 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ನಾನು ಕುದುರೆಯನ್ನ ರೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. 2 years ago indicates past tense. Ride, rode. Ride, rode, ridden. Past tense. So it is a past tense. Coming to fourth one, I dash not break the vase yesterday. So yesterday indicates past tense and it is a negative sentence. Not break antitandre I did not break. So this is the correct tense form of the verb. Here there is no space, so I have written the answer here. So this is the answer. I did not break the vase. And did tells the tense. And fifth one, water dash at 0 degree. At 0 degree, it is a scientific principle. All scientific principles we use simple present tense. Therefore, water means it, It means freezes. Water freezes at 0 degrees. So it is a scientific principle. This way, you have to work out in the examination. Please read every sentence very carefully and try to fill up the correct tense form of the verb. So thank you very much. Please like and share this video to your friends so that many can get benefit from this. And kindly subscribe by just touching the bell icon. Thank you very much. Let us meet once again in the next episode. Have a good day. Bye.